Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about a recent Criterion Collection release back last Tuesday, and it is the 1937 movie History is Made at Night. This was directed by Frank Borzage, stars Jean Arthur, Charles Boyer. It is a romantic comedy. It really is a movie that combines all different genres. You get screwball comedy, you get a little heist movie, you get a full-fledged drama, you get a disaster movie. It really goes to all different elements of Hollywood movies in the 1930s, all whipped together by a expert director in Frank Borzage, who was probably at his pinnacle in the late silent days and early sound days. And he was famous for making very romantic movies, lovers. He was obsessed with showing lovers whose love had a kind of purity, almost utopian kind of feel to it, and they were always besieged by outside forces. And I don't think any two lovers here, as Jean Arthur and Charles Boyer, they run the gamut. Borzage is also prone to miracles in his movies, so if you like miracles, this is one that includes a Frank Borzage miracle. In the opening scenes, there is a scene where it actually opens as a kind of film noir kind of heist movie, and then these two characters, Charles Boyer is, as he turns out, is a head chef, the greatest head chef in all of Paris, and Jean Arthur is married to a millionaire who is insanely jealous, and she's leaving him, and they somehow, through the machinations of this film noir opening scene, they end up at his restaurant that's about to close. They have a dinner prepared by the chef, who's reluctant but it stays, and then he gets the orchestra to stay. Charles Boyer gets the orchestra, and then they dance the night away. And this is about as good a presentation, as convincing a presentation as a Hollywood movie will ever get, as far as what it's like for two people to fall in love. Jean Arthur is at the pinnacle of her charm, her acting ability. She could play everything. She could play comedy, tragedy. She's just as natural and as precise as she ever was. And of course, that's what Frank Borzage was very much adept at, is getting performances out of his actors that were always natural, no matter what their character they were playing. They seem real. Oh, this is a Hollywood romance that actually does seem real. This film has a very unique history, at least backstory, in the sense that the producer, Walter Wanger, had the title, History is Made at Night. He loved it, and he thought it'd be a title that would appeal to Frank Borzage, and it did. And Borzage said, well, where's the script? Well, we're working on it. They actually started filming the movie with only half the script done. This probably contributes to why it goes in many different directions, as tonally directions. But the performances are consistently brilliant throughout the movie, and they're ably supported by Leo Carrillo plays the best friend of Charles Boyer, and friendship is also celebrated by Borzage as much as romantic love is. And then Colin Clive plays the insanely jealous millionaire husband of Jean Arthur. And of course, you're going to recognize him from as being Dr. Frankenstein in James Whale's two Frankenstein movies. Leo Carrillo, I recognized as, for old fogies like me, we would recognize him as for playing Pancho in the television series, The Cisco Kid. So they had a great cast without a story, and in fact, the end of the movie, they came up with while they were filming the movie, so they had to go back and reshoot some early scenes. You would think that this would make the film disjointed, but it really doesn't, and it really relies so much on Jean Arthur and Charles Boyer's ability to roll with the punches as their love is tested. It's overwhelmed by circumstance. It's really, I was really surprised how much I really liked this film. I've seen about 6 or 7 other Borzage movies, and The Mortal Storm, I was like three comrades. Borzage was very ahead of his time in his condemnation of Nazism. Nazism being another force that would beset his lovers in those two films. This is this Criterion edition. It doesn't have a commentary, and I guess we can't expect commentaries from Criterion anymore. New commentaries. They release their new editions that are coming out. If there's an old commentary, they often put an older commentary on it. This one I thought really could have used a commentary because there's not a whole lot on Jean Arthur and Charles Boyer in the cast. What they did put on was pretty good. There's a video interview with Farron Smith Nahimi. I'm not sure I pronounced her name right, but she gives a really good overview of Frank Borzage's career. And there's a conversation between Hervé Dumont, who wrote a biography of Frank Borzage, and critic Peter Cowie, and that's also very good. I wish Dumont had done a commentary because I could listen to him forever talk about Frank Borzage. So that's pretty good. And then there's also a 1958 audio interview with Frank Borzage that resides in the George Eastman Museum in Rochester, New York. And I guess it's about a half an hour, and Borzage goes through his whole career. The Hervé Dumont segment it does cover History is Made at Night in some detail. This interview with Borzage, which was filmed in 1958 when he was releasing a film called China Doll, I think it was, and this would be his second to last film. And he didn't make many films after the war. He didn't like film noir. He didn't like this psychological, torturous, his kind of humanism. He thought this was anti-humanism, and Borzage was very much a humanist. And he made a film called Moonrise where he sort of flattens out the film noir aspects of it. A very interesting film currently playing on the Criterion channel right now. I think just till the end of April. So I was disappointed with the lack of a commentary, but I got to get over that because we can't expect. It does come with one of these fold-out booklets. There's a boat. Boats play a very significant role in this movie, and there's the path of the boat, and it does in here. It does have a essay by Dan Callahan called "Taking a Chance on Love," and it's pretty good. And it does hit on some of the some aspects of the actors that appeared in History is Made at Night. So overall, I loved the movie, and my quibbles about the extras is a fairly common quibble, but it's a movie. I thought it was terrific. So for anybody who stayed with me to the end of this video and listened to my babbling, I really appreciate it. And any subscriptions, likes, especially comments. I'd love to get comments if you've seen this movie. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time.